Greetings, Jaden. You saying that you thought that I would go live? Wow. That is powerful. Maybe you're the reason why I'm actually going live. Maybe it's the reason why. I wasn't available actually, to be honest. It was really crazy. The things that I was doing there on the TikTok account, it wasn't me, hey. But I'm glad that I'm back. There's a lot of information that I really need to share with everybody. It is important to keep up with my focus. So I told myself, let me just check out if this TikTok is actually working well when it comes to live, because I'm not really too sure if whether or not I'm still under ban. I can see slowly but surely that the video is actually piquing the interest of the people, because it's been crazy. Hey, it takes time when you have to come back and start to post the videos again. I don't know. Can you hear me, Jaden? Greetings, Mike. Greetings. Grand Rising. I'm not too sure if I'm able to. I just want to check. Hello. Okay. Grand Rising, everybody. I'm just checking. I just want to see if how the live is actually working out. Just want to check, and yeah, interact with your guys. It is important. It is very important. Very important. I've been around. Hey, I've been around. I was just giving TikTok some time to unban me, because it's just been crazy. I ended up opening a new TikTok account, but things went crazy there. But I had to come back. I wasn't available. Actually, people were seeing a different side of me. That was not me. That was just my lower self trying to mislead your guys, eh? And I had to come to a rescue and be on this level. It's very important, very, very important. So I just want to see, because I'll just have to go live most of the time whenever I get a chance. Try to interact and engage with your guys. It is important that we keep up the energy. Mesesi, hi, greetings. Skylar, Grand Rising. Hi, really, I was enjoying that version of you. That version is just gone now, hey? I'm back now. That version is just gone completely. You'll never, ever see it again. That was just my lower self. But I'm glad if we are here now. Just want to see if you guys are. Did you guys receive the notification that I'm live? Did you guys receive the notification that I'm live, or you just actually saw it yourself? You didn't. See, exactly. I wonder why. You're supposed to receive a notification. Maybe they're still processing the lifting off the ban. So this is what I'm gonna do. I hope I won't actually confuse you guys, right? I'm gonna post some videos on this TikTok account, and then I'll also post it on my other TikTok account and post everything as well on YouTube. I know that there are people that really love watching me from YouTube that don't have TikTok, so I'm always gonna post everything everywhere. Okay, as long as the message is gonna actually get well to your guys to receive it, then I'll be so happy. That's what matters. And make sure each and every video that I put up there, try to share it with many people as best as you can. It is important, right? It is important, because now I'm going to move into the higher different level, and it's just going to be very, very, very intense, right? It's just going to be very, very, very intense. It's crazy. The energies are just epic. I hope you're receiving the downloads, right? One of the most important video that I made, I had to actually make this video at 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. I made a video and I posted it. I think it's on YouTube right now. You must check it out. I was ensuring the importance, how it is very important for you guys to do a lot of sun gazing. The heat is increasing, right? The sun is coming closer and closer. You're going to feel it. It is going to scorch in your skin, right? And I don't want carbon beings, aka black people, running away from the sun. I don't want that. If I see that you are my follower, right, and you're wearing a hat or an umbrella, we're going to fight, hey? You and I are going to fight. You must let all the sun to be within you and receive those downloads. As a matter of fact, every time when you sun gaze, right, do this. Immediately go in meditation, right? Good luck with everything planned for 2020. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Make sure that every time when you do your sun gazing, right, it's up to you if you want to take a nap or you just want to go right at it and start to meditate. That's when now you actually changing that information you received when you were doing your sun gazing to put it into power and start to see those frequency or feel those frequency and vibration within your ear. That ringing sound is going to change and be different, right? Is it over with winter? No, it's not over. They'll not stop. They'll keep on putting up the fake winter. It's not over with winter. It's still going to be there. They'll just keep on putting the fake winter to make sure that people don't get enough time with the sun, right? So the aim is to keep up with sun gazing and tell everybody, make sure like your children are always playing outside, which is something positive and good, right? That's what you used to do growing up as a child. You used to be in the sun all the time. And you never felt even hungry. So what I always tell you guys, when you're in the sun, there's no need for you to eat. You get fulfilled, right? Because you're an energy being. You get what I'm saying? You are an energy being. You do a lot well with energy than you do when you have to consume something. In fact, everything that you eat makes you slow down to the spiritual capacity not to understand your true power that is within you, to the point that you end up looking for that power outside of you. You see, the moment when you interact with this energy, the energy field of the sun, everything becomes okay. You're having a depression, go sun gaze. You're having a stress, go sun gaze. You're having a mental breakdown, go sun gaze. You don't know how to work around your ideas, go sun gaze. Have a book with you. You see, when you sun gaze, have a book with you. Have a pen and a book. Listen to yourself when you sun gaze. Because sometimes it's not about just you sun gazing. No. Listen to what you're receiving. Write it down. It doesn't matter if it's coming in the form of a vision, if it's coming in the form of a number sequence, if it's coming in the form of a wording or a different word that is foreign to you and this world. Write it. You will find a way to decipher it. Your skin, but thank you very much. Thank you. You'll find a way to decipher it, right? Just keep in mind, do that. You've got all the power. There's no power outside of you, man. This is no time for us to play, right? This is no time for us to play. We have to be the spiritual essence. And there's no working around it without you having to connect with nature. Remember, nature is not above us. We are above it because we manifested it as our backup system that if it happens, we forget everything that we need to do. We rely back to it again. It'll remind us what is it that we need to actually take action for. But when you become disconnected with it, everything of yours is going to be hard for you to even better have that spiritual success you need in your life so that it can actually impact in the physical success that you want in your life. Right? It becomes even deep because everything that you do right now, you have to be in it. You don't have to fake it. Don't fake to be spiritual. Just because you're listening to me does not make you spiritual. What makes you spiritual is healing what's inside of you, aligning and practicing it. Right? Because chances are you might be listening to me, but you're not even actually doing everything that I'm telling you to do. Yeah, sunscreen is bad, eh? Actually, sunscreen has been made. They use the melanin skin to make up a sunscreen. The very same people that are black who are saying, I'm actually applying a sunscreen. You don't even know that they had to use a melanin skin, right? A neuromelanin skin to come up with that sunscreen. You get what I'm saying? But you're just applying it on your face. You don't even know it. That in order for you to have that sunscreen, it has been manufactured out of black people's skin. And it's not only that. There's a material clothing that I don't want to say here on this live, but there's a material clothing that has been made out of black people's skin. And a lot of you are wearing it. You don't even know it. It's very expensive. It is like leather-like. There's a lot of expensive leather that has been made out of neuromelanin skin. And you wearing it. You don't even know it. All of these people that are disappearing, where do you think they're actually taking them to? There's black people that disappear. They take them into other planets to be slaves there. It's not just taking the people that just disappear. No, there's an island for it. It's a game to these people. This rich people, to them, is just a game. Let us take these people's energy, consume it, and make it our own. Use it to our own advantage. So what do we use for the sun? Who's asking? Are you a human being or are you a carbon being? Because if you're a carbon being, aka black person, you don't need to use anything for the sun. But if you are a human being, aka a white person, then unfortunately you're gonna have to incorporate the sunscreen, or the sun will burn you. But now it's coming to that hype that anything that you use on your face, it doesn't matter anymore. The sun will burn you. Right? It doesn't matter anymore. I know that they're trying to. There's a sunscreen. I don't know if they've manufactured it already, right? Or they're waiting for the high wave of the sun to heat up so that they can actually start to incorporate it in human beings to use and apply it. There's a sunscreen which they are trying to manufacture that's gonna literally look like our skin. I'm telling you, that's gonna look like our skin. You're gonna be like wearing it if you're a white person, and it will protect you from the sun. But I don't think it will be the case. Right? I don't think it will be the case. Right, I want to do a drip glow for my skin. Is it wise? Will it not turn my... I don't know. What is a drip glow? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what... Please just try to be specific. And I always tell them that at work, that sunscreen is for what? Yes, it is. It's not for... sunscreen is for human beings. It's not for the gods. We are the gods, right? We are the gods. We don't need such protection. We give light to the sun. You give light to the sun. You just don't know it. Right? Every time you say that the sun is actually affecting you, you're afraid of yourself. Ask yourself. Let me ask you guys. Ever since you've known me, for a lot of you guys still don't believe me when I tell you that I'm the sun living consciousness. Ever since you've known me, as I've been telling you guys that it is important for you to sun gaze, you don't even know that ever since you started to sun gaze, you gave light, power to the sun the way it is today. Ever since I came to be in this media right now, don't you ask yourself, why is it that the sun has changed? It's no longer the same. Because I have been asking every one of you to pay homage to the sun. Do a lot of sun gazing. It is not the sun that's actually doing all of that. It is you. The more people rise and do a lot of sun gaze, it is the more you give it power and source to reflect back on this earth and do its work, as I'm here for it. You get what I'm saying? As I'm here for it. So every time when you do a lot of sun gazing, I'm telling you, you're turning the tables. And that's why they don't want you to know about this. That's why they've taught you at school that when you sun gaze or when you're in the sun, you're going to get sick. You're going to get cancer. That is not for gods. That is for human beings, white people. And that's not actually being racist. It is a fact, right? All of these buildings you see today around across the world, they've been built by black people. White people were never going to be able to build those buildings. They won't be able to sustain the heat of the sun. But we did. Our great ancestors did that. They built everything, right? Those tall mega structures. It was carbon beings. They had to use them right? They had to use them in order for those buildings to be existing today. Because why? They are the photon energy, the source of the sun, the original beings of this planet, right? The original beings of this planet. So you need to just be aware of your light within and remain strong, positive, and receive the positive energy, you know, and receive the positive energy. No, you don't need an umbrella, hey? You don't need an umbrella. You don't. Because you're blocking the sun. The reason why they created an umbrella, it was the umbrella and the hat, which your guys are incorporating today, have been best designed for human beings. You don't need an umbrella. I really get insulted when I see a person, a black person, holding an umbrella in the sun. I get insulted. How can you insult me like this? I'm giving you the light. I'm giving you the life force. I'm giving you all the power and you're just blocking me away. And ask yourself, why is it that when you hold an umbrella, you have to hold it like this over your head? Why is it that they build up the fake clouds to be over your head? What is it blocking? It is blocking the energy of the sun. When you're holding an umbrella in the sun, you are blocking it to reflect on your crown chakra. One of the most important chakras, your Godhead, your haven. It is blocking that interaction. That's why I always tell you, when you meditate, make sure that the sun goes in your first eye. It's either you look directly into the sun, closing your eyes, let it hit your first eye as you're closing your eyes and meditate. Right? Let it hit your crown chakra. And you'll see what will happen. You'll start to dream. Your dreams are going to be so intense. Everything that never made sense to you spiritually, it will start to make sense now. Because now you've received proper downloads. You know? You received proper downloads. You get what I'm saying? You receive proper downloads. So you have to be in the sun. Every time you eat fruits and vegetables, right? You're getting the second class of the source energy of the sun. But every time when you go direct and sun gaze, now you're getting the first class. The first class of the energy that builds you up instantly, right? You're getting the first class. That is power. Because if the sun wasn't that important, why? Listen. If the sun wasn't important, why is it that there are clouds? We never had clouds. We are tropical beings. Right? We never had clouds. We are tropical beings, especially in Africa. We are tropical beings. Clouds are formed and man-made. They are not real. They are blocking the energy of the sun so that you don't interact with it, especially right now. Then you're walking around holding an umbrella in the sun. Hell no. That has to stop. If you're still holding an umbrella in the sun, you're still thinking like a human being. It means that you don't deserve to be a hydroneuromelanin person. You don't deserve it. Because you want to be like a human being. Remember, they've told you that we are all human. No, we are not all human beings, man. We are not all human beings. Right? We are gods. There's human beings and gods. But now, in order for them to control you, they have to influence you to make you think that you are like human beings, white people. When it's really not the case. Only the ones that are fooled will think as such, will think that way. But the ones who knows the truth, they'll never incorporate that thing in their mind. So get it today. If you are black, carbon, Nero, melanin, you are God, the original being of the galaxy, not just this planet, the whole entire universe, the whole entire cosmos. Yes, clouds are not real. They're not nature. They've been made to block the energy of the sun. They're not real at all. We never had the clouds ever. In the beginning of time, on this earth, there were never clouds. The sun was heating up 24 hours. You get what I'm saying? 24 hours. The sun is always up, as a matter of fact. You see the light that you see in the darkness? That's not the true light at night. The true light is when you see the galaxies that are outside of the dome, the stars, which are actually planets. They're actually planets. Ask yourself, why is it that every time when a star is actually passing through, you look at what happens when a boat or heavy boat is passing through the waters? What happened at the background? What happens in the background? Outside of the dome, right? Outside of the dome, there's water. Each and every planet has a dome. We are in one land. Outside of this dome, we have other domes that are across, like our neighbors. Our neighbors. That's something you don't know. Our neighbors. There are so many domes, but the domes are not the same like this one. This one is a literal trap. No one can ever exit this dome without aligning first and overcoming everything that is so scary in you. You will never. If you don't overcome yourself right now, when you die, you come back in this planet again. Because they literally made this a trap for everybody. Because the thing is, because you still believe in the light, which Christians have taught you, when you die, you're going to wait for that light, which is a lie, which is an illusion. The very same light you put up in your house is the very same light you're going to come across when you die. Then they capture your soul, they replenish it, recycle it, make you forget at least 95% of everything that you've ever done in this world. So that when you come back, you don't actually catch on quickly to understand what you did before. Now it takes you very long for you to actually get into this enlightenment today. They whitewash your soul. There are agents waiting for you. They are trying to stop you and block you to not go outside of this dome. Because if you do, definitely you're going to tell other spiritual beings what's actually happening in this planet. And when that happens, there has to be a war, of course. So they're trying to block out the information from coming out of this planet. But if you are able to overcome all of these burdens of this earth, you stopping all of this thing, having to believe in Jesus Christ, having to believe in God that's there, then you're in grave trouble, man. You're in a huge trouble. You get what I'm saying? You're in a huge trouble. Your soul will be recycled so many times. You'll keep on having deja vu. Oh, I had a deja vu. Blah, blah, blah. I saw this, and it's because you've been living in this planet. You just forgot. They whitewashed your soul. Because they want to keep you here. Listen, without black people in this planet, nothing can ever move. Everything will fall and collapse. So they can't have all black people wake up and be in other dimensions. Who's going to be here to better align and balance this whole planet? For it can never balance without black people. And that is a fact they don't want you to know about. It can never balance. Without black people, this planet will cease to exist because we manifested it for a reason. to experience how to live on this planet. And first, it was just a normal, peaceful planet, hey? Women were the only ones living on this earth until they foresee that time will come whereby now we will need a different energy of males to come and protect us and serve us in helping to bring about that security. It was only women in this planet. Hence, that is why it is nature, Mother Nature, the divine energy. Nature is the divine energy. Spirituality is the divine energy. That is why it's easy for women to have all of those instincts naturally because they are it. For us, it's not easy. We have to train to be on this level. Not to say that men never existed. They did, but we were not on this planet at the time when women were here. We were not present. They had to incorporate us to be here in this existence so that we can actually protect them. Because women are fragile. You know that. That's how they are. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everything can be strong. If everything can be strong, nothing will actually work out well, politely, and peacefully. There has to be that energy that is fragile, which is the feminine energy. And there has to be that energy which is strong, which is the male figure. That's how things balance. It's a yin-yang. Right? It is a yin-yang. So we are slowly and surely going back to that aspect. But if your guys don't want to realize the light and the power that is inside of you, that's what it takes. Because a lot of you guys really complicate things when there's no need for you to do that. You have to acknowledge the light that's inside of you, not the light that's outside of you. Any light that's outside of you is an illusion. It's not real. The only light that's real is the one that's inside of you. And until you learn that, there is no way you'll overcome you being outside of this plane, this dome. Right? Because that's what this is all about. But at the end of the day, this is all just a game, eh? Don't take it too serious. This is all a game. The survival of the fittest, who's able to survive what's coming. Because here's what's going to happen, right? Make sure that you join my live this coming Sunday. All right, this Sunday. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to dive deep for you to understand this. Make sure that you go to my YouTube channel, Sun Ascended Master 33. You'll find me, or Rhadebelihle. Make sure you'll get a notification that on Sunday there's going to be a live session that I'm going to do. Right? I'm going to start doing live sessions. And I'm going to dive deep in making you understand that we will never get the land back because you're still reacting to what's getting it physically. Right? It's going to be 11:11. The time will be 11:11 on Sunday, 11:11. We will never get back the land. As a matter of fact, it's actually too late for us to actually even get the land back. But there's still a chance. We will never get the land back if we're still incorporating it in getting it back physically. You get what I'm saying? We will never. In order for us to get the land back, we have to turn into the spirituality essence. You can give your votes. I'm not discouraging you. Everybody has their own right to do whatever but you can give up those votes to whosoever that might claim that I'm going to give you the land. It will never happen. It will never happen that way. To get the land physically, forget it. The only way to get the land is spiritually. We can't have all black people still under the spell of religion, but then you still want the land back. In order for them to take the land, they had to incorporate religion in your space. In your space. In your space. They had to incorporate it with religion in order for them to better have and control and sustain your land. They had to mess up your space, your ether. The fifth element nobody talks about. Ether. The space. They had to do that. But you want to do it in a physical way, the way they did it. It's not going to happen that way. We have to be spiritual in order for us to get the land. Because this is what's going to happen. The whole entire world will die. Only 1,000,000,008 million people will be living on this earth, and all of them will be the ones that are chosen to bring the new life again. Because we are the last generation, especially from the children that are from 2000s. We are the last generation. After this generation, it's coming. Right? 1 billion, 8 million people will be in control and start to bring in the new life form. And that's how we'll get the land back. But if you're still having this mentality that we're going to actually get the land back physically, forget it. That's how the system has been mastered. They've taught you to react as such because they better understand that language. The language they don't want you to actually be a part of is when you become spiritual. They get terrified. Ask yourself why they arrested my brother, Rashid Jamal. Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they did that? Huh? Why do you think they did that? Because they are trembling when people have to be spiritual. They don't care. Listen, these people don't care if you're going to bend the whole Gauteng. They don't give a damn. They love it. It's part of the system chain. If you're going to burn the whole city of Johannesburg, oh my God, they celebrate. These people are still sleeping. You can burn it down. That's what they want. The way the system has been mastered, they want it to be like that. They don't want people to see, they don't want the collective of South Africans or Africans to sit down in a structure, right, to start to meditate and start to invoking energies. And they don't want that. They literally call out people to kill each and everybody there. Ask yourself, why is it? They don't care when you're doing things physically. But when you do things spiritually, they're afraid. They will do anything to make sure they destroy that leader. They destroy that group and call it a cult, give it a name so that people can be discouraged. They will do anything. But when it comes to people who are terrorizing a specific city, they don't care about that. Man, please take your time. You can do it for the whole entire year. We're going to be able now to work our efforts in making sure that you don't see what we are planning against you. You can do it the whole entire year. Listen, come and call everybody, come. Do it physically, terrorize everything. We love it, yeah. But when you have to become spiritual, they don't mess with that. They're afraid of that. They don't mess with that. They know the real power when it surges in when you become spiritual. They know it. Therefore, they don't mess with that at all. So I'm saying, you want the land back, go at it physically. I'm telling you, no one is going to get the land back that way. But if we come in a spiritual essence, be one, overcome this spell under religion, even if we make our own religion that is spiritual, it is okay. But we need to overcome such barriers in our life. Collective is as a consciousness. Now we're talking spirituality. Now he's talking spirituality. You get what I'm saying? Now we're talking spirituality. They know that when you're spiritual, you can invoke things to come and be as a destructive force. You can speak to this stone to destroy parliament. When you've invoked your energy spirit, you don't need to literally go there. You sit here, talk to this stone, and tell it to destroy the whole entire system. They can't control that. But they can control you if you're coming in numbers, marching. I was laughing this other day. I didn't actually really know. Do you know that they give you a right when you have to go and apply for a march? You have to ask the very same system that has taught you to do a marching. Who's fooling who here? And let's just be honest, who's fooling who? The very same people who taught you how to march or how to do marching, you're going back to them to ask them to plead. Please make sure that this march is actually registered so that you don't actually become arrested. What the hell? The very same people who taught you how to actually fight for a land, they give you power to actually say that ask from us, then we'll give you permission to go and do your marching, to go and terrorize the anything that is physical. to go and destroy, They give you access. You see, this is just a game. They're fooling everybody. And the people who are saying that they are your leaders, they're actually partaking in it as well. So who's fooling who here? Let's just be honest. I want to take down the system, but I'm going to ask a permission from them again so that they can actually have a number of police that will be there to make sure that they control the power struggle. Huh? No, I'm just being honest, guys. Like, who's fooling who? You know what I'm saying? So we are being fooled and we are watching it. We are watching being fooled like this. Listen, I didn't plan to say as much as I'm saying right now. I'm talking too much, right? I need to better sustain. I don't have a backup for energy. There's no electricity right now. So I need to sustain my battery right now so that I can be able to post some videos. I want to post some videos on TikTok and I'm going to post some videos on YouTube. Please make sure, right? Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you get all the updates. And I'm going to post this video. I think this video carries a lot of important information of everything that I've said because the ancestors are speaking through me, right? That's how it is, you know? Shout out to my brother. By the way, let me say this. Rashid Jamal is my brother, my only biological brother from the cosmos. Him and I come from planet Zelenthia. The reason why he always talks about crystals because in planet Zelenthia, there's so much crystals inside of it. Inside of the oceans, there are crystals that are crystallized to the point that whatever water that you consume, it makes you even more strong and powerful. The particles of crystals are interacting with the water that gets inside of your system, betters you as a spiritual person. It was something that was supposed to be happening right now in this world, but it's not actually happening to that point, right? Shout out to my brother Rashid Jamal. I've got a lot of information that I need to update. I've been stopped not to actually speak about this, but now I've got the courage to actually speak about it. Sometime I'll go live and I'll further update everybody about my brother Rashid Jamal, what's really happening, what's going to actually take place, and how you should actually welcome him when he comes back. But all of that is all in good time. I love you so much. Love and light. Let's protect each other. Protect me, I'll protect you. Let's let our energy be strong and powerful. By all means, let's not let anybody control our energy, right? Don't let the system do that. Don't let the system control you. I love you so much. Love and light. Love and cosmic light.